Well, I thought you wanted a response.
Sir. Now, who do you think took the stereo? Now, who else had access to the keys?
Just my brother and myself.
I'm confused here. Your brother had the keys and he gave them to you?
No, he got an extra set for myself.
Oh, an extra set for yourself. I'm still confused. Then, you mean somebody broke in and stole the stereo?
Right.
And where did they get the keys?
They must have found the ones we lost.
Oh, you lost the set. Did I mishear that? I didn't hear that. Did everybody else hear that? Yeah, okay, it's that apparently the ether is still bothering me. Okay, I'm sorry, Linda, I misunderstood you. Somebody got the set of keys. Your brother is out of stereo. Okay, that's number 2, Paul.
Number 2, Linda.
All right. Is Scott, I think it's Jagger. Is there a Jagger up there?
It's Jagger.
Jagger, I'm sorry, Scott. Tell me the origin of your last name, sir. J-A-G-E?
It's German.
J-A-G-R.
Yeah.
All right, nice to see you, Scott. Where are you from?
I am from Irvington, New York.
And what do you do for a living?
I'm a chef.
Oh, that's interesting. What sort of things do you cook?
Italian food.
Yeah, a nice restaurant or a dump?
It's small, but very nice.
Yeah, what's your best dish?
Villa Ariana.
How do you make that?
Eggplant and cheese and ham, mushrooms.
Kind of a light dish then, huh? All right, Scott, what can we do for you tonight?
Well, my roommate is being kicked out at the end of the month, and he does not really know that. And the lease is really under his name. The lease isn't under my name, and I'm able to stay.
Oh, I see.
And so he's got to leave. And also, the person that's going to move in is the gentleman that's with me tonight. And he doesn't really know that either.
Oh. So you're going to bounce your old roommate, and you met a guy in line here tonight that you...
Hey, come on.
Okay, that's number 3. Thank you very much, Scott. That's number 3, Paul.
Number 3, bounce your roommate.
That's right. Scott Jaeger. All right, and I guess you now make the selection here, don't you, who we're going to call?
Yeah.
Do we have time to even do this? A minute or 2. Well, would you suggest that we not do it, or we do it? We have to do it.
Got to do it.
All right.
Let's rock with number 2, Linda. Keys. Get her down here.
Okay, come on down here. Linda, we're calling, I guess we're calling your brother, is that right?
Yeah.
Now, he's still at work as far as you know?
Yes.
What kind of work does he do?
He works at the Milford Plaza. He works in the airline department.
Oh, this is the hotel over there? Oh, so he's just around the corner, isn't he? Will he be upset when this finds out this is gone?
I think so.
Is it a big, expensive set?
Yeah.
Oh, brother. This is gonna ruin his day here. It's Columbus Day and everything. Are you having a nice stay in New York?
Great.
Despite your brother's hardship, you couldn't be having a better time. This will be Tom? What's his last name?
Vazzana.
Tom Vazzana. And I'll just ask for Tom, and we'll see if we can't straighten this whole thing up.
Hello?
Hello, I'm calling for Mr. Tom Vazzana, please.
This is him.
Tom, my name is David Letterman. How are you, sir?
Good, David. How are you?
Fine. Where...
Hello?
Yeah, Tom, where are you right now?
I'm at work.
Yeah, what do you do at work over there?
Well, I'm a concierge, which is like French for a slave.
How old is Tom?
24.
Tom, so you sound like you're having a good day, nice Columbus Day. It must be kind of hectic over there, though, huh?
Yeah, pretty hectic.
Yeah, now, so, Tom, tell me this. When you get off work after a big day like this, what time do you get off?
Midnight.
Midnight?
Yeah.
Oh, brother, so, of course, what you like to do is go right home, and then after you watch this show...
Which I never miss.
You never miss the show, and, of course, though, we can't stay on all night, so when we're off, I guess what you like to do is turn on the old stereo and really unwind, huh?
Yeah, I like my stereo.
Yeah.
I have people laughing, David.
Well, Tom, I don't know how to tell you this, but you can just kiss that stereo goodbye. Feel awful about this. Yeah, hello, Tom.
Yeah?
Yeah, there was, your sister is here. There was a problem at the apartment. and somebody, maybe they came in to repair it, and it had to go back to the shop.
What happened?
It's gone.
Was it stolen or what?
Well, we think it's stolen. We're interviewing some suspects now. We have a couple of leads.
Uh-huh.
But it is gone.
Oh.
With the speakers and everything? Yep. Adios, pal. It's done.
Whose fault is this?
What?
My sister's fault?
Fault? Oh, he gets right to the... He wants to place blame now. No, it wasn't her fault. She had nothing to do with it, did you? No. She was as stunned about it as I was.
Well, you could tell her that she has to buy me a new one.
All right. I'll tell you what, Tom. You can tell her she's right here.
Oh.
Listen, I'm sorry about this.
Oh, okay, David.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Seemed like a very nice guy. I hope it wasn't your fault.
Tom?
Yes, Linda?
All right. We'll let these two kids figure this one out. We'll be right back with Dr. Jonathan Miller.
Fish after fish, you can't go wrong with the rider. You've never tasted such fabulous fries. Crispy outside, tender inside. You can't get enough, but go ahead and try. Side after side, guy after guy. You can't go wrong with the rider, 'cause when it says a rider, it's a rider.
You know, if I'm playing a match on Wednesday, I take my Bic and shave down on this cheek. If it's a semi-final, I shave up. But if it's a month with an R, I take my Bic and go across. Except on Tuesday, of course, when I start on my chin. All this might give you the idea I'm superstitious. No way. It doesn't matter which Bic I use. Superstitious? Nah.
Superstitious or not, avoid all shavers with more than 3 letters.
D.O. Gardy, the specialist in pre-owned luxury cars, has the Cadillac you've always wanted. D.O. Gardy has hand-picked late-model Fleetwoods and Sevilles, Coupe de Villes, and Eldorados. And you can depend on D.O. Gardy service after the sale. They've got a good selection of Lincoln Marks and town cars, too. But right now, it's pre-owned Cadillac City. A great selection ready to go. At D.O. Gardy, 1700 Ridge Road East, between Goodman and Culver.
Designer clothes, more than a store. Go home, high style, prices low. Women and women go home, but the trip from anywhere. Cohoes.
Experience the new Cohoes Commons, now open in Henrietta.
Welcome back to the program. Tonight, my first guest is probably the only man in the world who can claim to be an actor, director, producer, comedian, author, and physician. He was the host of the PBS series The Body in Question, and this is his latest book right here. It's called The Facts of Life. It's a pleasure to welcome Dr. Jonathan Miller. Good to see you. Thank you for being here on Columbus Day. I hate to ruin your holiday like this.
Yes, it really is. It certainly ate into it. But...
Tell me about the PBS series, The Body in Question. Now, the times that I saw the show, how many elements were in the series?
There were 13.
13. Now, maybe this happened only the one time,
yeah.
But it seemed like you had an array of
organs,
human organs.
Yes.
And you were describing them in fascinating detail, and then also
cutting into them.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, that seemed awfully strange.
Well, yes, I suppose it is really. I mean, they weren't my organs for a start.
No.
And they were the organs of someone who'd lost interest in them at the time. So it was all right. It does seem an odd thing to cut into them. I mean, I think what startled people was how much like a butcher's slab it looked.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can remember. In fact, I believe it was the liver, and it was just boom right there, and wacko, you had cutlets or something, and it was.
Well, it is. It's very similar to that.
Now, is there an ethical question involved here? I'm sure there isn't if you're doing it.
Yes, there is an ethical question. You can't just you know, take organs as you want to and play around with them. I mean, you couldn't just simply get them on a comedy show, for example, even with permission, I don't think.
Yeah, we have tried and tried.
I know, well, I mean, it's quite hard to know how you would actually ask for permission as well. You know, you say, we've got this comic show coming up, is your liver free?
But how, you as a doctor, how do you get them? Where do you get them?
Well, what you do is you approach relatives. Very softly, on tiptoe, and say, look, we have this comedy show coming up. Is his liver free at the time? And I said, no, it's appearing on the West Coast at the moment, on the Carson show, for example.
You know, it was stunning to watch because it gave you a whole different perspective as to actually...
Well, you see, most people don't know what they've got inside at all. And you can't know by concentrating on it, because you wouldn't know what to concentrate on. I mean, you think very hard, and you still don't know what you've got inside.
Now you as a doctor, is there a point where even today handling those and cutting them up makes you a little queasy, or are you way beyond that?
Well, I mean, it would make me... Yes, it does make one queasy, really. It doesn't make you queasy if you're in the right setting. If you're in the autopsy room, then you're not thinking of being in a restaurant. If you go too quickly to a restaurant after being in the autopsy room, then there can be a clash of interests, as it were. But,
oh, my. Tell me about the commander of the Order of Great Britain.
Oh, the British Empire.
Yeah, the British Empire.
Oh, well, that's rather an embarrassing thing to talk about, you know. I mean, what happens is that every year, twice a year, in fact, the Queen hands out a series of decorations for people who've done one thing, either defused bombs or put on shows or done exports or discovered how the liver works or something of that sort. And there are a series of ranked orders which go all the way from medals called the MBE up to knighthoods and beyond. I mean, it's a sort of stratospheric orders called the Order of Merit. And I came in for one of these things called the CBE, which is Commander of the British Empire.
What had you done to get your CBE?
I'd simply lived long enough, I think, really, and been around...
they just go through the phone book and periodically?
I'd kept my liver to myself, and all my organs were intact, and she said, well, we'll give it to him. And, no, I suppose I'd been in showbiz long enough and done enough plays and so forth.
And so what is the ceremony like?
Well, it's rather touching, really, because you get a range of people all together. It's a rather democratic thing, in spite of what people think, because it's... in that you get lots of people who've defused bombs and rescued children from canals and people who've discovered how cancer works and so forth. And you're all herded together in this ballroom, watched by proud relatives, with an orchestra playing in a little balcony, medleys from Fiddler on the Roof. And that's exactly what goes on, in fact.
Had you met the Queen before?
I'd met her once at a luncheon.
Now, what is that like? Is there any way possible you can have any kind of rapport with the woman, or is it all behind a facade that she has to maintain?
Well, no, she's really very friendly, and she's rather witty as well. One's often surprised by how forceful she is. I mean, when you see her on television, she often looks a great deal more sort of frosty and disdainful than you might think. But actually, she's extremely forceful, very witty, and very knowledgeable. The only thing that's slightly odd is when you wait for her to arrive at something like a luncheon, you're all there very embarrassed in a room talking to equerries and aides and so forth, and suddenly there's a sort of rustling and scuffling out in the corridor, and then suddenly hundreds of dogs are released into the room before she comes, corgis, all, you know, very small legs, who all then make a tremendous dive for your crotch. So you stand there while talking to her, pretending that these things are not sniffing you, you see. And you're saying, well, sorry about that. They're saying, yes, Mom, and you're sort of pushing these dogs away from you. And you see men all around the room with these corgis sniffing at them.
Now, is this her idea of a joke, or is this just an icebreaker?
I think it's yes, it sort of gets conversation going.
I would think so.
And you would say, but it's also because she's surrounded by these creatures. She loves them. She loves dogs and horses, you know. I think probably.
Did you hurt yourself on that?
I'm coming round now.
Okay, well, I tell you what, we'll take a break here for a commercial. Let him regain his senses. We'll be back with Jonathan now.
That looks good.
It's real butter, Sprout, for the Green Giant's butter sauce.
Tasting fresh and buttery, tasting good as good can be. Butter up their appetite, that Green Giant goodness really shows tonight.
A butter sauce made with real butter is why Green Giant vegetables make every meal special.
It makes his vegetables taste better.
You mean taste butter.
That Green Giant goodness really shows.
Just a sec. Hey, fish, you're jumping, buddy.
There's more for your life
Just ran in to get what I need, but then I bumped into Harris Tweed.
There's more for your life at Sears.
I heard sound from a laser disc. What a surprise! And Converse Pro Stars, just my size. I could spend hours here. All the guys!
There's more for your life.
Where you been?
Shopping. At Sears.
For 1985, Plymouth engineers a new 550 Reliant K, the Reliant Super K. Matching. The best six-passenger car value. Backed with 550 protection. Aerodynamically redesigned to be more efficient. We made the best better. 550 Reliant, the Super K. Match it if you can. Plymouth, best built, best backed American cars.
Is your life humdrum, boring, stodgy, or stale? Are you tired of being sheltered from the finer things in life? Think Technicolor. Treat yourself to the treasure hunt. It's my favorite store because it's got personality and rainbow wigs, crazy color for your hair, jocks full of nuts, new wave, funky, far-out fashions, arts deco, collectibles from days gone by, 50s, fat, fluffy crinolines, costumes for rent, makeup, Mr. Peter molds, E.T. masks, funk, punk, junk. Life's just a big party at the treasure hunt, Rochester's only avant-garde department store.
We're here with Dr. Jonathan Miller. Now, you were in the Beyond the Fringe. Is that the name of the review?
That is the name of it. Yes.
Tell folks what this is for those who may not know what we're talking about.
Well, yes, this happened about 25 years ago. Well, yes, a bit less than that, 22 years ago. And four of us, Dudley Moore, and then there was Alan Bennett and Peter Cook and myself, got together.
You were in medical school at the time?
No, I was already a doctor by then.
No kidding.
I was working in a casualty department, and someone came to me and said, would I like... I mean, it just doesn't mean that people were cruising the streets. Going into casualty departments, asking if people if they'd like to do satirical shows, you know, and people dropped the instruments and said, yes, I don't mind if I do, yeah. I'll be with you later, dear. But that was more or less how it happened, and I joined this team, and we started doing a show at the Edinburgh Festival, and it came to London. It was very successful.
Originally it was a one-time only deal, or?
Yes, it was. I was intending to do it as a vacation between two jobs. You see, I was doing I was doing this job, I mean, this surgical job, and I had to drop it like a hot potato and ask people and put people on hold, as it were.
Yeah. What kind of things were you doing in the review?
Well, it was all sorts of stuff. We covered satirical material, which I suppose it was a pioneer in that way. I mean, long before things like Saturday Night Live and that lot got going, it started making attacks on political situations. It attacked some of the fatuous ideas of nuclear warfare and deterrence. We had a civil defense sketch, which made remarks about some of the absurdities. But I mean, they tended to treat civil defense at that time as if nuclear war was nothing more than a thunderstorm, which you'd have to get out of. I mean, I remember there was we had this, Dudley Moore was up in the audience. He used to ask cod questions, and he used to say things like, I have a question. In the event of the Holocaust, how soon will it be before normal public services are resumed? And one of us would rise and say, it's a very fair question. Following Armageddon, we do hope to have public services working pretty smoothly fairly soon after the event. Although I feel in all fairness, I must point out that it must needs be something in the nature of a skeleton service. Well, you see, at that time, those sort of things, those sort of jokes and jests about it still seem to be applicable today. So it was a topical show, but it was the first time that anyone had actually made specific remarks about nuclear war on a stage. Yeah. It was the first time anyone had ever imitated a living politician in England on the stage. Peter Cook impersonated Harold Macmillan. We took off some of the absurdities and sentimental myths of the Second World War, and all these things were really quite unforgivable at that time. It seemed like, I mean, they were at that time very pioneering. It seems rather dilute, I think, in some ways now, but because you know, people have advanced through the hole that we made in the wall. But it was the beginning of that sort of political satire, I think, both in England and America.
So now, if I understand correctly, you're going back to medicine more on a full-time basis,
Well, I've been directing in the theatre now for about 20 years, and I think I've done most of the things I really want to, apart from there are a few...
You also direct opera? Or
yeah, I direct opera as well. Yeah. And I've done most of the operas I want to do now, except for Don Giovanni, which I'll do at the end of next year.
Yeah, I'd love to do that one myself.
It's a nice one. Well, come on in, Dave.
So now, why return to medicine? medicine full-time, not that it isn't a...
Well, I can't go back and treat patients. I'd be much too dangerous, and I'd leave all these organs you talked about all over the floor.
Now, if you were going to go back into practice, what sort of a doctor would you be?
Well, I'm interested in neurological research.
The brain.
Yeah, I'm interested in brain damage and some of the disorders that follow from brain damage, and that's really how I spend most of my time now.
Yeah.
I see patients who've had strokes and so
Now, let me ask you just a couple of questions about the brain. Do we know more about the brain than we don't know, or the unknown is more than what we do know?
I think it's vastly more than we know, and we've only just touched the surface of it, and very little at that.
Yeah.
We know enormously more than we used to, say, 25 or 30 years ago, but we still haven't got anywhere near explaining how we find our way out of the room without advice.
Another question. You know, when somebody will say, remember Uncle Bill's second wife, and you go, yeah, what, and you, like a half an hour later,
tip of the tongue.
It just appears in your head. Now, how does that happen?
Well,
and what was her name?
Well, it's a very it's a very interesting business. It's a recognized phenomenon. It's called the tip of the tongue phenomenon, or the TOT. They always go in for acronyms. And if you notice, if you write down all the false attempts you make, and take great care to do it the next time it happens, because it's very interesting, and then look at the right result when you finally get it, you'll always find that all the false attempts bear a relationship to the right answer.
Oh, really?
That they, for example, they phonetically are very similar. They scan the same.